I'm Chef Lorious here. Welcome back to the Love Lab. Today we are having decadent indulgence. We are making a flourless chocolate cake. I am so in love with this, and y'all know I'm not like a big chocolate person. This could change me. I'm just saying, this could change me. Not a lot of ingredients. Let's jump right in. All right, first thing, we've got 7 eggs in here, okay? And these eggs are gonna have to whip up and triple in size. That could take 8 or 10 minutes. So some people say do it with your hands. That's not me. The Lord gave us technology. Let us use it. Amen. Okay, now I'm gonna start that, but we've also got here our 2.5 cups of bittersweet chocolate. You wanna use a nice rich chocolate. You don't want this to be, the milk chocolate, that won't do what you want. This is that richness, okay? So we've got 2.5 cups of bittersweet chocolate and a stick of butter, a cup of sugar, and I've got a little liqueur. We'll talk about that when we get to it, and a touch of salt. I'm gonna melt this in my microwave oven on 30-second intervals. So I'm gonna put it in the microwave, let it go 30 seconds, take it out, stir it up, 30 more seconds, and do that until it melts. Let's get going. Now that our eggs have started and kind of broken up, we're gonna go ahead and add our sugar. You hear that? That's the microwave telling me my first 30-second interval is done. All right. You wanna put your blender around kind of a medium high. You want it to be really, your mixer rather. You want it to be going, okay? This don't need to be, no, this is, okay? And that looks just about right. You see how our eggs have like tripled? I mean, like all of a sudden these little eggs are on the bottom are all big now. So what we're gonna do is we've melted our chocolate, okay? And we're going to slowly pour this in with the egg mixture and let it keep beating. The reason I say slowly is you don't wanna overwhelm it, okay? If you just dump it all in there, you wouldn't like that. What makes you think the chocolate is any different? Okay, so I'm gonna put it on a low speed. And just start slowly. Look at that. Close enough to everything. Now to this, we're going to add our little bit of Grand Marnier. Now you can use vanilla flavoring, or you can use almond or any flavoring extract or a liqueur. So I like using the Grand Marnier because the orange flavor of Grand Marnier really plays in the sand well with chocolate. So since they play well together, I'm letting them have play date. I'm still a mom, right? Okay, and I'm just gonna throw this little dash of salt in while it's turning so everything gets evenly distributed. And that's just, again, gonna make sure our flavor is tasted. All right, gonna let this go a little bit longer to make sure everything is mixed together. But the reason I don't have the speed as high as before is because what we don't wanna do is deflate it. The eggs are gonna give us the volume because remember, there's no flour in this cake, so there's nothing to rise, okay? So, see how this is? Oh, this is perfect. Look at that. I'm gonna give it a stir. If we still see some chocolate that can still be incorporated a little bit more, like I just did that, I'm gonna wipe off. Okay, let it go a little bit longer. Okay, that looks good. That looks delicious. And we will give it a stir with our spatula or your spoon. It's up to you as we pour it in. Okay, take this off. You can also just, I advise, well, don't mind if I do. That's so good. Okay, and I'm telling you, the Grand Marnier or whatever flavor you put in there, it's not gonna overwhelm it. It's just gonna be light in the background. You'll take notes of it. On your palate, there will be notes. All right, see how I'm giving this a good stir? Just to make sure. Scraping down the sides anywhere I need to. Now we're gonna bake this in a spring form pan. And the reason you wanna break it in a spring form pan is because since there's no flour in this cake, there's nothing else to give it structure. So that means that we need the spring foam pan, the ones that, trying to find the little side, the kind that has this on it, okay? Where you can open it and pop it out. So I've got this wrapped in foil. We're gonna cook it in a water bath, all right? Water bath simply means that we're going to fill up a large pan with water about halfway here and bake this in it. I'm going to show you how to do it and tell you why it's good. First things first, let's get this delicious, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just pretty. This just pretty, okay? I mean, like, seriously, I take my own pictures and stuff, but I like to want to have a food stylist come and get a picture of me pouring that, because did you see the way it was doing? Okay. All right. So let's get ready to get our water bath together. All right, now you can see I've gotten all my water in. I've put in enough water to come about halfway up the side of my pan, my springform pan, and wrapped it in foil so that the water doesn't seep into the cake, because that would be like really bad, okay? It's important that you do the water bath step though, because you want it to cook evenly and not crack on the top. You don't have to do the water bath step. You don't. You can just bake it plain, but it's likely that you'll get cracks and things on the top. I'm just telling you what I know. Make your own decision. For me and my house, we will water bath. All right, this is going in the oven 325 degrees for 35 minutes. Well, family, our cake baked for 35 minutes in the oven. When it came out, the center will look like it's not set, but it's ready. Leave it alone. The heat in it will continue to, you know, just massage it. It'll be all good. Okay, but don't get tempted to keep it in the oven. Stop. That's it. Okay. So I let it cool. I took it out of the water bath, took it out of the spring foam pan, let it cool for a long time. Because if you try to cut it too soon, you know what will happen? It won't be set. Look at this though. This is when you've let it sit, it'll be set. Okay. Now, this is not a dessert that you can have a big monster piece of, okay? Because it is so rich and so decadent that it's just too much. That's the beauty of it. But you can have it with some ice cream. Look at that. Or a little bit of fruit or something. Or what I'm gonna do, look at that. Look at that. It's got like a fudginess to it. I love it. Take a little powdered sugar for right now. Oh, this is literally probably the only size you could eat. And then I have some berries I'm gonna put in there for the picture, you know. But for me, right now, this is really good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Oh my God, it's so rich. For more Calibama cooking, right back here in the Love Lab with me, Chef Lorious. Happy cooking.